Smile for you and tell you goodbye, but inside myself there's something hurting deep down inside. As the raindrops fall, mixing with my tears, falling on my skin, making my hair wet. Can you just go inside? Like, get out of the cold.
Flipping through the pages of my old journals, with every turn another memory.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Journaling Through the Years, episode 87. I am Leah Liz, and I hope you're all doing really well. It's the second week of 2024, and I hope you're just taking good care of yourself, not beating yourself up too much if you're getting into the slog of 2024 and you haven't really, things are getting kind of a routine and they're not as fresh. Just enjoy the moment. Just take a deep breath. You're doing okay. You're fine. Everything is going to be okay. Just breathe. Merchandise, they're on the links below, the bonfire links are below, and the Trevor Project link if you want to know more about that. Also the NAMI Southern Oregon link and the Patreon website. So, today, also remember, subscribe, like, comment, share. Okay, so today we're going to go through this journal again, but I'm going to read or go through all the little things that were stuck in there and see what we say. So for the first one, we have a poem. Once again, we're here together. Standing here beside you, it's just like I dreamed of. Wishing I could hold your hand, reach out and hold you ever so close. Feel your lips press against mine. But I know it'll never be the same again. Not like it once was. You've got your life, and I've got mine. All I can do now is wish you best of luck. Smile for you and tell you goodbye. But inside myself, there's something hurting deep down inside. As the raindrops fall, mixing with my tears, falling on my skin, making my hair wet. Can you just go inside? Like, get out of the cold. My body cold, but I stand there watching you drift. It's like in the wind. The wind picks up and this person just like floats away. Ah! And I'm just like, Hi. But I stand there watching you drift farther and farther away, leaving me behind. Help me! And I'm just like, my whispers of I love you become with the wind, and I myself am just a twig blowing in the wind. Maybe we're both blowing away. It's like a vision of like a movie or like a Doctor Who thing where they're blowing away from each other. Okay. Most likely about an old boyfriend. I want to say the first boyfriend, the one Embered. I want to say it might have been about him because I knew he kind of revisited, I think maybe early junior year, and then wasn't there, so maybe. I think I found, excuse me about that, that was Discord. I found a permit, a driver's permit, or a receipt from a driver's permit. So here in America, I don't know if it's true anymore, but back when I was younger, you used to have to go take driver's education, and then you would go to the DMV and take a test, and then you could get your permit. And then the permit would allow you to practice with your mom or dad or whoever, somebody over 25, to drive. And then you'd go take the driver's test behind the wheel, and somebody would then give you the license. It took me like 4 or 5 tries. This is another sad prose. The end. A far-off cry. A scream in the dark. someone laughs. I scream in the dark and somebody's like, someone cries. And this other person is just laughing. Someone mutters something suspicious. Yeah, well, I hope so. Somebody's laughing, the other person's crying, and they're screaming. I hope somebody's doing something about this. While another holds her breath. What is this? A far-off crackling noise. Oh my god. Soon gets louder and louder, till I discover till it drowns out everyday life. Now all everyone feels is pain and pity for the weak, less fortunate, and the heartbroken. Everything is still. No sound. Pure silence is all around. Nothing can be heard. Not even one's breath. Darkness creeps up slowly. Pitch black is all that is seen. Lightness is gone. We're getting it that there's no light anymore. It has been taken with it. One's own dreams and hopes, one's future. Fear has no overcome myself. I reach out over and grasp your warm hand for security as usual, but you are afraid, for evil has overcome and won. Before I take my last breath, I say to you, I love you. I will always love you. So this is really interesting. It's really kind of beautiful. It kind of caught me off guard for a minute there. I think there was an element of depression going on within me, but also there's this element of, in that depression, I always would get angry when people would just kind of go about their everyday life and find kind of the mundane, fake, like it seemed fake to me. Now I'm on the other side of all the abuses. I kind of rejoice in those simple little things, those simple little activities of, you know, even working or paying bills. Like there's something just beautiful about the simple that's magical. But in the old days, but I also still have this kind of higher perspective of the world, that I can enjoy these simplicities, but I can also be aware of all the things in the world that are bad, they're good. And I think in my old times, I used to get really frustrated when people would be so kind of more focused on the material or the physical or the day-to-day. I always thought of myself as above that, I guess. So it's like almost like I wanted them to get serious, drown out everything so you can only be with yourself. But I think there's an element of depression here. And betrayal, heartbreak. The other day, wasn't it just yesterday that we met? Who? Was it? Maybe? Some 2 years seem to have gone by far too fast. Yet every memory, spelled R-I-E, is so very vivid in my mind. A remembrance flashes before me. Then it's gone. Poof. Just like the experience itself. That's like life. I'd never, and this person was only like 16 and life was already going by fast. It gets faster as you get older. A James Nelson is calling me. I don't know who that is. A remembrance flashes before me. I should have answered it. Be like, hi. Just like the experience itself. I never thought I'd see the day where you are just a vague dream slipping slowly from my mind. Like sand in an hourglass. Okay, days of your lives. But if you happen to disappear from my mind and heart forever, promise me that at least you will never forget. So if I forget you, you don't forget me. That's important. Because you know what? I don't know who this was written about, so I hope they remember me, because that's important, is that I'm memorable. But you remember me. And think about me. I don't know who you are anymore. Sorry. Okay. Just a blank 3x5 card. I think we have report cards. Oh yeah, no, it's my my locker number. It was locker 110. This is grade 11. My classes, I would start the day in US history, and it was a block. Then I would go to chemistry. Then advanced algebra. How did I get through chemistry? Like, what the heck? Then advanced algebra. Then PE, and then yearbook. And then whatever the second day, homeroom 3. I don't know that. I'd have AP English. And then I had communication tech, which is I did the news show through that. And then I had advanced algebra again, PE, and yearbook. So we had blocks. So every other day, our mornings would shift in our main, with our, like in the first block, I was US history and chemistry. And then the next day it was AP English and communication tech, which was the news show. And then we would alternate back and forth. But in the afternoon, after lunch, we always had like the same things. Math, for me, it was math, PE, and yearbook for junior year. And then this is a letter. Dear students, we would like to welcome you to the 1995-96 school year. We are happy to announce the addition of a new industrial arts teacher to the staff. We have added to the schedule woodshop and blah, 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 blah. School begins September 5th on 8 a.m. It's going on for a long time. Oh my god, this shouldn't even have been here. It was a scripture, probably from something else, and I stuck it in there from like a later journal. Somehow it ended up, when I was a Christian in my 20s, somehow it ended up in this journal. I'm gonna get rid of it. We're not there yet. We'll buckle up when I get to the Christian years. This is a letter from, looks like a teacher, but it looks like it got kind of watered out. But he was looking like he was reading about giving me feedback on my story, a story I wrote. And I'm not sure what that story was. That's nice of him. I think it was my English teacher. You're gonna have to come back to some of this because it looks like this is another story. Yeah, so we got some stories. I'll set those aside. Christmas Spirit Day is tomorrow. Come to me now, don't leave me. This is on like the back of a check thingy. I said I never would part from you, but now you're not here. I wait for you, yet you never return. We push forward in our lives, leaving behind our youths. Planning my future. I wish for days of yesteryear. Some would say, that's why I'm doing this, but I'm not. The thing is, I'm doing this because in my head, looking back, it's one step forward. It's an invite to a camp reunion at the counselor's house in Berkeley. We were going to have a little Christmas party, and they were inviting us to come out and do that. And then I'm not even sure what this is. I took a test or something. I don't know. I wrote a poem on a napkin, and guess what? The night, one night, disturbed by her sobs, droplets of salt dropped yes, gently upon this Kleenex. Once she cried for him to blink, knowing he never would probably come back, but now she cries for him to leave her. Hatred mingling with her love, it covers her pain, her feelings, and she is hidden. She said it is over, yet she hasn't and hasn't had time yet to say goodbye, to have her last cry. The song she never liked, but now it makes sense. I don't know what song I'm talking about. But I'm probably talking about Princess Bride Boyfriend, because that junior year he kind of came back in for a while and tried to have a little like, and I think I was like, I'm done. Good for me. Things I have to do. Practice piano. Call B. Call A. Find out S's address for B-Day party. I think this was from years and years ago. Looks like it was from fourth grade. That went on a little too long. Next week we're going to read the little story that I found. All this stuff. So we'll read this next week. And I'll say, as usual, you matter. Your life matters. You are worthy of love. And you are loved. And always remember to love your thrive and find your sunshine.